Welcome, YouTube. Same condition as yesterday, but 30 minutes on the clock. Here we go. All right, so I may sound perfect, but I don't feel perfect. So don't worry, I'll be okay. This ain't the end of the world, but we're gonna have some fishing fun, fishy fun. Now, I did promise you guys that if I run out of bait in this segment, and maybe another segment today, I will show you how to get rid of the stuff you don't fucking need, right? So, let's get to it. Computer, open Gotcha Pets. Now you're gonna hear it ramble on. You know the drill by now.
Welcome to Gotcha Pets. It looks like you haven't linked your account yet. You will earn 25 Gotcha eggs by linking your account and making it secure. Say link account to start. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or route to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 1 pound pollock. You got 1 pollock meat. You now have 24 pollock meat. You gained 10 fishing experience. You have 5 mackerel meat left. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or route to stop fishing.
70. Keep in track 24 pollock meat. I don't think you can use pollock, but we'll see.
You caught a 2 pound pollock. You got 1 pollock meat. You now have 25 pollock meat. You gained 10 fishing experience. You have 4 mackerel meat left. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or route to stop bait.
70.
You caught a 2 pound pollock. You got 1 pollock meat. You now have 26 pollock meat. You gained 10 fishing experience.
I collect more of them.
Meat left. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say
Computer,
a different
70. 70. I'm about to say, bitch, you better answer me. I'm over here trying to get me a good catch. What the fuck?
You caught a 2 pound pollock. You got 1 pollock meat. You now have 27 pollock meat. You gained 10 fishing experience. You have 2 mackerel meat left. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or route
Computer,
to stop
70.
fishing.
It looks like the promise will be kept in this segment. I will make sure y'all get some good old fashioned.
You caught a 172 pound tuna. You got 1 tuna meat. You now have 2 tuna meat. You gained 150 fishing experience. You have 1 mackerel meat left. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or route to stop fishing.
70. I've caught most pollock on this drive.
You caught a 3 pound pollock. You got 1 pollock meat. You now have 28 pollock meat. You gained 10 fishing experience.
Let me switch.
You're out of mackerel meat. Which bait would you like to use?
Computer,
You can say
list bait.
Here is a list of the fishing bait items you own: 20 slug and 11 anchovy meat. Which bait would you like to use? You can say list bait or leave to stop fishing.
Leave.
You have left the docks. What next? Would you like to
Computer.
explore the endless...
Auction house.
Welcome to the auction house. You sold the following items: 6 lettuce to Bailey for 3,600 gotcha coins, 3 salmon meat to Anonymous for 90,000 gotcha coins, and 1 salmon meat to Mandy Lion for 30,000 gotcha coins. Say help if you wish to learn how to use the auction house. Say leave to exit the auction house. Say buy item name to buy an item, or sell item name to sell an item, or say help to learn more about the auction house. Say buy item name to buy
Computer
an
sell
item.
item. It logged me out. It's okay. Computer. Open gotcha pets. That happens. That happens, okay?
Welcome to Gotcha Pets. It looks like you haven't linked your
Oh,
account yet.
no. Go fuck yourself. I don't want to log. What the fuck is your problem? I can't log
Say
in.
link account to start. What next? Would you like to explore the endless forest?
Computer.
Fighting the...
Auction house.
Welcome to the auction house. You have not sold any items since the last time you were here. Say help if you wish to learn how to
Computer
use the
sell
auction
items.
house. The current market price for cream is 120 gotcha coins. Please say a number of cream that you would like to keep a minimum quantity of. Any remaining number of cream that you have will be able to be purchased by other players. Say cancel to cancel setting an item quantity threshold.
Cancel.
Okay, cancelled. Say buy item name to buy an item,
Computer.
or sell item name.
Sell Pollock.
The current market price for pollock meat is 300 gotcha coins. Please say a number of pollock meat that you would like to keep a minimum quantity of. Any remaining number of pollock meat that you have will be able to be purchased by other players. Say cancel to cancel setting an item quantity threshold.
0.
Your minimum quantity for pollock meat has been set to 0. You have 0 in your inventory and 28 on the auction house. Say buy item name to buy an item, or sell item name to sell an item, or say help to learn more about the auction house.
Sell Piranha.
The current market price for piranha meat is 45,000 gotcha coins. Please say a number of piranha meat that you would like to keep a minimum quantity of. Any remaining number of piranha meat that you have will be able to be purchased by other players. Say cancel to cancel setting an item quantity threshold.
Computer 0.
Your minimum quantity for piranha meat has been set to 0.
So that's how you get rid of
You
it.
have 0 in your inventory and 24 on the auction house. Say buy item name to buy an item, or sell item name to sell an item, or say help to learn more about the auction house.
Fishing.
Say buy item name to buy
Computer.
an item, or
Leave.
you have left
So
the
you
auction
practically
house.
buy and
What
sell
next?
items.
Would you like to delve into the mines, explore the endless forest, or cook some food in the kitchen? Say list places to hear everywhere you can go.
Delve in the mines.
Time to descend into the mines of descent. First we need to select a pet. Say a pet's name. Say what are my choices to hear the pets you may select. Say cancel if you
Computer.
would like to cancel.
Aquara.
Say a pet's name. Say what are my choices to hear the pets you may select. Say cancel if you would like to cancel starting
Computer.
this activity.
Aquara.
Female Aquara cannot enter the mines of descent without equipment. Say list equipment to hear what equipment you have. You can then equip a pet by saying give equipment name to pet name. If you don't have any equipment,
Computer.
you can say
Give dragon eye to Aquara.
you cannot manage equipment right now. Finish the activity you're currently in first. Say a pet's name. Say what are my choices to hear the pets you may select. Say cancel if you would like to cancel starting this activity.
Cancel.
Okay, cancel.
Computer.
What
Give dragon eye to Aquara.
You have equipped Dragon Eye to female Aquara. What next? Would you like to fight in the arena, delve into the mines, or visit the farm?
Delve into the mines.
Time to descend into the mines of descent. First,
Computer,
we need to select
Aquera.
say a pet's name.
Computer,
Say my choice.
Aquera. Fuck you, ho! Alright, computer, open Gotcha Pets. Computer, open Gotcha Pets. Alright. So we're going to try this again.
Welcome to Gotcha Pets. It looks like you haven't linked your account yet. You will earn 25 Gotcha eggs by linking your account and making it secure. Say link account to start. What next? Would you like to fight in the arena, delve into the mines, or cook some food in the kitchen?
Docs.
Welcome back to the docks. Let's catch some fish.
You can say help if you need help. Which bait would you like to use? You can say list bait or leave to stop fishing.
Slug.
You have selected slug. Select a depth between 1 and 70.
Computer,
Say
70.
You caught a 9-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 19 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 34 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a
Computer,
different bait
70.
name. You caught an 8-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 2 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 18 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 33 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70.
Computer,
Say a depth.
70. Alright, y'all.
You caught an 18-pound bass. That thing is huge. You got 2 bass meat. You now have 4 bass meat. You gained 160 fishing experience. You have 17 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 31 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 10-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 5 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 16 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 30 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70. I could always buy more worm, but I'll show you how to buy items the next time. Sometime today, probably.
You caught a 12-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 6 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 15 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 29 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70.
Computer,
Say a different.
70.
You caught an 11-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 7 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 14 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 28 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught an 11-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 8 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 13 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 27 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 12-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 9 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 12 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 26 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70. Let's go. Let's do this shit. Come on. Come on. I may not be able to complete the quest in part 4, but that's why I'm doing
You caught
this
a
is for the
6-pound
quest.
bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 10 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 11 slug left. Fishing level 7
I might
quest update.
show you
25 bass remaining.
how to do it in
Select
one
a depth
series
between 1 and 70.
today. Hold up.
Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70. It all depends. Because I like using worm.
You
I don't
caught
know
an
what
8-pound
anchovy
bass.
gonna do.
You got 1 bass meat. You now have 11 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 10 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 24 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught an 11-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 12 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 9 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 23 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 10-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 13 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 8 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 22 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 13-pound bass. You got 1 bass meat. You now have 14 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 7 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 21 bass remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different
Computer.
bait name to
70.
You caught a 20-pound bass. That thing is huge. You got 2 bass meat. You now have 16 base meat. You gained 160 fishing experience. You have 6 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 19 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 15-pound bass. You got 1 base meat. You now have 17 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 5 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 18 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different
Computer.
bait name to swim.
70. Let's see if I can complete at least quest 7.
You caught a 15-pound bass. You got 1 base meat. You now have 18 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 4 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 17 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait
That
name
would
to
be in a
switch bait or
second
leave to
video.
stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 15-pound bass. You got 1 base meat. You now have 19 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 3 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 16 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 21-pound bass. That thing is huge. You got 2 base meat. You now have 21 base meat. You gained 160 fishing experience. You have 2 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 14 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
You caught a 13-pound bass. You got 1 base meat. You now have 22 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 1 slug left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 13 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70. I really want to use these anchovies up and then we'll go straight for worm after this.
You caught a 15-pound bass. You got 1 base meat. You now have 23 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You're out of slug. Fishing level 7 quest update. 12 base remaining. Which bait would you like to use? You can say list bait or leave to stop fishing.
List bait.
Here is a list of the fishing bait items you own. 11 anchovy meat. Which bait would you like to use? You can say
Computer.
list bait or leave.
Anchovy meat.
You have selected anchovy. Select a depth between 1 and 70.
Computer
Say a
70. Gotta fish with what you can.
You caught a 30-pound bass. That thing is massive. You got 3 base meat. You now have 26 base meat.
There you
You
go.
gained 240 fishing
There
experience.
you fucking
You
go.
have 10 anchovy meat left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 9 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70. Let's see if we can complete it in the next less
You
than
caught a
5 minutes.
13-pound base.
Yes!
You got 1 base meat. You now have 27 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 9 anchovy meat left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 8 base remaining. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70. Can we complete it in the next 4 minutes and some change? It's been all base.
You caught a 7-pound base. You got 1 base meat. You now have 28 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience.
There we
You have
go.
8 anchovy meat left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 7 base remaining.
Computer 70. Please get me through this with those base. I want to complete a quest.
You caught a 13-pound base. You got 1 base meat. You now have 29 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You have 7 anchovy meat left. Fishing level 7 quest update. 6 base remaining. Select a depth
Computer
between 1 and
70. Come on. Making up for lost time here. Fucking hell.
Whoa, a rare catch. You caught a 4-pound eel. You got 1 eel meat. You gained 198 fishing experience. You have 6 anchovy meat left.
Computer
Select
70. Trying to do good, trying to get the last 6. What did we catch?
You caught a 14-pound base. You got 1 base meat.
5
You
down.
now have 30
Or
base
5
meat.
down to
You
go.
gained 80 fishing experience.
Computer 70. On a roll for it, catching. Come on.
You caught a 12-pound base. You got 1 base meat. You now have 31 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience.
31 base
you have
meat
4 anchovy meat left.
for
Fishing level 7 quest update. 4 base remaining. Select a depth between 1
Computer.
and 70.
70. With 4 anchovy to go and 4 base to catch. Can we do it?
You caught an 8-pound base. You got 1
3
base
down.
meat. You now have 32 base meat. You gained 80 fishing experience.
3 to go.
You have 3 anchovy meat left.
Computer 70. On a race for it. A race against time.
The outdoor temperature is 70.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
You caught an 11-pound base. You got 1 base meat.
Computer
You now have
70. Whipping it out. 2 to go.
You caught a 16-pound base. That thing is huge. You got 2 base meat. You now have 35 base meat. You gained 160 fishing experience. You have 1 anchovy meat left.
Completed!
Completed. You caught 35 base. You have obtained 25 dragonfly, 320,000 gotcha coins, and 700 fishing experience. pounds as your reward. Select a depth between 1 and 70. Say a different bait name to switch bait or leave to stop fishing.
70.
It is 9:58 a.m. The temperature countdown timer. 10 minutes. 40 minutes. 60 minutes.
You caught an 11-pound bass.
0
You
minutes.
got 1 bass meat. You now have 36 bass meat. You gained 80 fishing experience. You're out of anchovy meat. Which bait would you like to use? You can say list bait or leave to stop fishing.
Shut up.
Thanks for playing.
Welcome.
Any suggestions
There
for
we
Gotcha
go,
Pets?
y'all.
Head
I've
over to
done it for
gotchapets.com
y'all,
and
proven
visit
it.
the discussion forum or join
Got
the
it.
Discord server.
A quest completed for 2023 today, and I am so proud I at least achieved something other than just fishing and shit like that. Now we're out of anchovy. I wonder if dragonfly you could fish with. I don't know, but we're gonna try. I will show you guys how to fish with worm next. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a quest completed right there. Quest number 7. So all except 5 and 6 couldn't complete them. It don't matter. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and we've completed 5 out of 7 quests. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody has a great day and stay safe out there. Toodaloo.